We did the best of CES, but now we're going to do the rest of CES. There's a lot of things we didn't cover in the other video, so we are going out to dinner tonight, and I asked everyone if they could share some of the stuff they saw this week. So let's go inside, sit down, and eat. Thank you, everyone, for sitting at the same table as me. Well, first I want to talk about the big trends at CES, all through the kind of beats that you were covering. What was the stuff that you saw all over the place at CES this year? Who wants to go first?
Smart glasses. That's what I saw. I spent so much time with smart glasses.
There were so many smart glasses that I saw smart glasses that somehow she didn't see because there were so many she couldn't get to them all.
Yeah.
Allison?
Still AI on stuff. It's like put AI on the things.
You were saying this too, Chris.
A lot of AI on TVs. TVs have AI chatbots now. LG has Copilot from Microsoft. Some Samsung TVs do. Like AI is great for picture modes or sound quality, or like asking the TV to like make dialogue clear. That's great. But like chatbots and like planning your day and like planning a vacation on your TV, like who the hell, like who's asking for any of that? You know, it's like, yeah. We have phones, we have laptops.
I have had access to like a remote that I could talk to request something for years, and I don't think I've done it once.
Yeah, they have AI buttons on the remotes now. Both LG and Samsung have an AI button on the remote. So,
Two things. Robots with arms and legs, and UWB and smart locks.
Yes, robots with arms and legs. Vacuums with robot
vacuums with arms and legs. Sorry. Robot vacuums with arms. We had two of those, and then we had legs. Robot vacuums are becoming multitasking household robots. And then smart locks are getting UWB, which is ultra wideband, so that you can have hands-free access. So you just walk up to your door and your door unlocks. That was everywhere. Smart locks, there were so many smart locks at the show. Robot vacuum smart locks kind of took over.
I'm sorry, why do the robot vacuums have arms and legs?
Why do they have arms? Why do they have legs? To get over steps and transitions. So if you've spent much time with robot vacuums, they get trapped on things all the time. And so with the little legs, it gets set up about six centimeters, like 2.5 inches, but it can get over a high transition or a big rug.
That sounds cute now. It's like,
Wait, are they legs or are they feet?
No, yeah. So basically the idea behind the extra appendages is to make sure the robot cleans all of your house. And then one actually with an arm can attach tools to the arm. So because robots' big problem is that they're circular or square, but they're large. So they can't get into every section of your home. So with the arm, with a little brush, they can reach out and like scrub your floor. They're doing a lot more to the sole purpose of making sure to clean all of the areas of your home. But eventually, I think we're going to see them start to do like one thing you could do with an arm, for example, is open a door. So say you forgot to leave the door open to your bedroom, but you want your bedroom cleaned and it's on the map. You should clean the bedroom. So the arm could reach up, open the door.
I don't like
We're getting too far.
Too much.
Picking up dust.
Am I hearing useful AI? Is this useful AI? Maybe.
There is, I would say, one of the places that I have seen the most use for AI is the smart home. And people have an instinctive reaction, it seems like, anti-AI. But actually, AI and smart home makes it so much easier to interact with your home. You don't have to have precise language. Using AI and a robot to understand, this is something you should clean, like popcorn. This is something you shouldn't clean, pet poop. I understand that it's getting stuffed in everything. But actually, we've had AI in the smart home for a long time.
We've had AI in everything for a long time. It's just what we're calling AI.
But now
AI,
it's getting better.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting more capable. And that's exciting.
Wall-E is coming this year.
Yay! I'm so excited about Wall-E.
I don't believe it. I'm eager to see.
Why do we want the ball? I like
Because
the
we want to
dog.
ponder the orb at home.
Yes.
I liked the dog. Let's go back to the dog.
I like the TCL robot that was on a ball.
You did?
I loved it.
Oh, it was terrifying.
No, you can take it out of its little cradle.
Oh, you can? I didn't see that happen.
I just thought it was really creepy looking.
It just has real big eyes.
See, I don't really need my robots to have eyes. I want my robots to have tasks.
That's like,
But
so,
googly
that's
eyes.
the interesting thing, right? Because in the West, we have this idea of robots as being like taskmasters. But like when I was in Asia and like living in Japan, they view robots as friends. So that's why you have stuff like the Marumi, where it's like a little buddy, and it's like it doesn't do anything. Like it doesn't do anything. It shows up and he's like, I'm cute.
Yeah.
So like
It just looks at you.
it just looks at you.
Someone commented that it should growl when someone like tries to touch your stuff. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
Now we're getting into functionality and not accessories. 'Cause that's all it was. Antonio, it's your first CES this year.
First CES. Yay!
Still alive.
How was it so far?
My first in-person CES, it's cool to see everything and not be just abstract. I can't imagine there are many moments where you get to see this much stuff all at once, talk to as many people as you can all at once, whether it's, your contacts that are going to be sending review units from companies, or, peers from other publications who it's, sometimes just fun to shoot the shit with. But yeah, no, it's actually been a really cool experience. And I'm just really tired, but the mix of Red Bull and now beer really helps.
And Sean, you've been working with Antonio because you kind of overlap in a lot of your interests. You both saw Lenovo's rollable laptop.
We did.
And the Lenovo Go.
Legion Go S.
Legion Go S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not great name, but it's fun.
Lenovo was the star of our show.
Yeah.
It was. What about the big Acer handheld thing?
So I checked out the Acer, I always mess up the name. The Nitro Blaze 11. It's a chunk of a gaming handheld. It was actually lighter than you think it's gonna be. It's like maybe 3-ish pounds, 2 point something pounds. A Steam Deck is like 1 point something pounds though. It's like you pick it up and you're like, oh, that's a little lighter than you expect because it is big. It feels like you're basically gonna game on a small surfboard, but it looks like it could eat the Steam Deck, but it doesn't seem too overbearing actually. But then it also feels a little maybe cheap.
I also picked up an 11-inch handheld at CES. It was called the Sunday Dragon. It had a 3D screen.
Oh God.
And it did not feel light for its size.
Okay.
So I'm glad your one did.
Yeah, because it could be promising, but I don't know. We'll have to see. It's like I mostly use my Steam Deck at home on my couch, so there is something. I'm sure other people are kind of like that too, and I'm sure there's something to be said about, hey, I'm not going to go anywhere with this. I do want the biggest screen that I can tolerate in my hands. But I don't know. We'll have to see how it really shakes out. It's running Windows. I don't know if Acer's launcher seemed all that intuitive or special.
I think what
but
both of us have found out, and other companies are saying this now. We've heard this from executives at Sony. We've heard this at executives from AMD. They've said that a lot of people are using these handhelds on their couch while all their kids and significant other are watching something else that they don't want to watch.
the whole reason the PlayStation Portal exists and it's not a flop, apparently.
Exactly.
Who has the most CESs under their belt?
It's got to be
It's gotta be Sean.
How
Yeah.
many?
I only think it's like 9 or something like that. Not that many, maybe. Chris?
2012 through now. Missing
Missing the one.
2 years for COVID, I think.
I'm at 6.
Only 6? I'm
Oh,
surprised.
that puts me in third. I think I'm at 8 or 9, one around there. Yeah.
This is my 7th.
Okay.
Allison?
My 6th, but I took an 11-year break. The streak was over.
So how does it compare amongst the past ones?
It's like exactly the same, except there's like more of everything. Like I went to the Sphere and it's like, this is a big screen. That's what happens at CES. You look at a big screen. Like, yeah, it's the cutting edge of technology, but
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
This one feels slightly above average in terms of like how busy it is, but the show is just so big. It's spread across so much of the Las Vegas Strip and convention centers this year. There's extra like convention centers, extra hotels people are at. Last year was also like this, but even more so because people were coming off the pandemic and they were like, my gosh, we got to meet each other again. Let's go big.
I gotta say, there was a moment that I had that felt like a throwback to really old CES. I was trying to get to an appointment, and there was a booth that was like boxing themed, and there was like a boxing ring holding a karaoke contest, while there was like somewhat like a punching bag that was like connected next to it, and booth babes. I haven't seen booth babes. Was there always karaoke at CES?
I saw a lot more karaoke machines this year than I usually do.
Yeah.
Ones with like a boombox with the mics built in.
I saw that too.
They pop
They
out.
were doing karaoke. That was like 10 feet away from the boxing karaoke, and I was just like, what is happening?
Yeah. Maybe it's like is that like a side like low key evolution from like the party speaker space that we sometimes talk about? Like that's like somehow that space is always booming and we have no idea because it's like some weird niche. Like and
Yeah, Will.i.am has a new boombox this year.
oh, fantastic!
And the LG booth, he partnered with LG to make the X Boom, I think.
X Boom, yeah.
X Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a party speaker, there are Bluetooth speakers. Yeah, I asked LG how long is this partnership, and they like wouldn't say. So. I'm sure next year he'll be somewhere else.
Basically, and it ends on Friday, I think.
What was your favorite vaporware? Mine was the Omnia mirror, which was supposed to be like you step on the mirror and it tells you everything. And it sure was a mirror.
Good too.
Nothing. It just had a pre-run demo on it. And I was like, you really went in on concept.
My favorite vaporware was the LG Ultrafine 6K monitor.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's a 32-inch 6K display. No bezels, beautiful design, but it wasn't at the show, despite winning a CES Innovation Award. So.
Oh, yeah, very good. Oh, right here. Right here. Best stuff.
Okay, so we did a best of CES, but I want to know the underrated ones, the B lists, I like to call the B side of CES.
So I went into Intel's Innovation Showcase and I saw this wild handheld thing from Quanta. So Quanta is an ODM. They make the gadgets, but they don't like sell them under their brand. This is like stuff that gets white labeled, stuff that gets turned by other companies like your Acer or Asus or companies like that into actual products someday. And they'll just mock up something super cool that works. And then they help companies actually build them later on. So Quanta had this device, which it looked like a handheld at first with gigantic metal grips, was so heavy, lit up with RGB lights. And the center looked like a tablet. And I was like, that looks like a tablet. So I picked up the tablet. It's like, this is very light. I flipped it over and there were these 3 giant connectors on the back, but it was mostly hollow. Like, what's this? And above it on a shelf was a laptop with a weird like pouch in the front. And it turns out the pouch is a module. It's a modular computer. And so you take your laptop's processor and everything out of it, and you stick it into this tablet, and then you stick the tablet into your handheld, or you stick the module into your all-in-one PC, and it's this all-in-one Lunar Lake thing. The laptop version also has like a motorized hinge, so the screen will like automatically come up when you press a button or talk to it, and it'll just open its own lid, and it's supposed to do like voice commands and all this ridiculous stuff that they dreamt up. Oh, it also has a wireless charger for your phone built into the touchpad area, stuff like that, simple.
Simple. So I tested like 6 smart rings earlier this summer, and the one that lost was the circular ring slim. I fucking hated it. It failed on every single level. I feel like they might have redeemed themselves at CES with their circular ring 2. It's adding EKGs for AFib detection. And basically when I talked to their founder, I went through a laundry list of everything they did wrong. And he's like, yeah, and we're fixing all of those things. And one of the big problems I had with it was when I put it on, it felt like 3D printed plastic, the original one.
Yeah.
And I put it on and it was like, oh, you look like the other ones now. Good job, guys. So I love a redemption story, seeing a bad product become a decent one.
You also saw a very expensive smart ring.
I did. I saw a very, very expensive smart ring.
How expensive?
Well, the Ultra Human Rare It's a desert-themed collection of 18 karat gold and PT 960 platinum smart ring. So it comes in my favorite names: Desert Rose, Dune, and Desert Snow. The 18 karat gold ones are $1,900.
Oh my gosh.
The platinum one is $2,200. So when I went to see it on the floor, I put all three on. And I was like, this is a $6,000 smart ring collection on my fingers. And I posted the picture, and everyone's like, actually, we like the nails more. These are $10 nails.
Allison, do you have a B-side? What about the next paper?
Oh yeah, this is a $200 phone made by TCL, and it's like a regular ass phone, but then there's one button on the side. It's like a slider, and you push it, and it goes into max ink mode, which is not actually e-ink. It's like just monochrome, and it sort of does this animation like you're going back in time or something. And it like drops a refresh rate, and you pretend you're using a Boox Palma or something. And it's also kind of a focus mode, so it's like you are allowed 7 apps. Don't get any more than that. And I'm like, that's great.
Does it work? Does it look half good?
It looks fine. Yeah,
It looks fine.
It's not gonna look good.
As a phone reviewer, is this exactly what you want in life? A phone where you don't have to review anything on it?
Yeah. It's the phone reviewer off button where I'm like, and I'm done. Yeah. I want one on every phone.
Jen, you have a lot of B-sides.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of smart home stuff. CES has transitioned from a TV show to a smart home show.
Right.
I would say I was expecting to see more of this, but I didn't see as much as I wanted, but I liked what I saw, which was control interfaces for the smart home. So a Kara came with some great touchscreen smart home controllers that wire into your existing switches. So you don't have to it's an easier install. It's still wiring, but it's not like you're going to have to run a wire down your wall and plug it in somewhere. It's something that's integrated into your house, and you are able to control devices like lights, locks, video doorbell, intercoms. I thought those were really interesting. Kara has one that is a little twist style, which I love. I love the combination of the physical and digital works really well in the smart home. If it's all digital, there's more failure points, and also it's harder for people to understand. One of the smart home interfaces I saw that I really enjoyed was the Flick Duo, which is a button controller. It has 2 buttons on it. You can hang it on the wall. But you can also take it off the wall, and got button control and gesture control. So I got to try this out at PepCom. And so you press it to turn the light on, but then if I press it and swipe, like a wand, it changes the colors of the light.
Guardian light.
It's like, I feel like Harry Potter.
That's
Illumioso.
Oh no, that actually would be the light thing. Why am I saying Wingardium Leviosa?
Leviosa. The other feature has built in is fall detection, so it can be used for aging in place. This is a button that's like this big.
Oh wow.
It's got so many functions. I think you can program, off the top of my head, it was like 30 different scenes, different types of integrations. The downside with buttons, as much as I love a good button. We all love a good button on the Verge.
Button of the month. Button of the
But
month.
when you can do 30 things with one button, is remembering what the button does, all those 30 things.
Where do you put it?
So it has a
Where's
little
it go?
magnet, and you just put it on the wall when you're done with it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. It's a fun little gadget, and it works with Matter, which means you can control anything Matter compatible.
Oh, here we go.
My B-side is I still have to write this up. Sorry, Jake. But is Audio Scenic. Audio Scenic is this kind of startup that does audio. Their tech is actually in Dell's new monitor, the 32-inch QD OLED that they announced for CES. But basically, it's in the monitor. It has 5 speakers in the base of it, and it uses a dedicated camera or dedicated sensor, I should say, to track your head essentially and target with beamforming to target your ears. And the whole idea is that it gives you spatial audio without anything extra needed. It can basically translate stereo to kind of at least be a little bit back and forth, side to side, and it can also actually translate like 5.1 and 7.1 to just full-on spatial. But if it's recorded binaural, then it's going to be the best quality possible, where you can even maybe feel like it's almost behind you. You don't feel quite behind you. It's like the hardest part.
I've heard a lot of virtual surround sound, and I was impressed by this.
Animal camera.
Animal camera.
Yes. I loved the tiny animal spying camera. Instead of spying on lowlifes, you can spy on your wildlife.
Wow. That's good. Did you make that one?
Good.
I did. That's so good.
That should be their line.
They're going to use it. They're going to take that from you.
First the phone toaster, now this.
It's a tiny little camera. It's like this big. It's called the Petal. And it's part of a new platform from the Bird Buddy folks. So if you remember the bird feeder with the AI camera in it, that's been very popular and everyone buys for their mother for Mother's Day. This is from them, and it has AI and it has a chatbot. So, it fits really well in CES.
Oh boy.
But I was talking to the founder, and he said, what I'm trying to do is use AI so you can talk to nature. And it's a really interesting concept. So you put this little camera outside, and it looks like it's a flower, and the petal is the battery for the camera, and then it has another leaf, which is a solar panel. So in theory, it should stay charged for, he said, up to a year. It monitors wildlife that comes to your garden, and it'll speak to you. So it'll say like, the butterfly came today. And then you can say, how many times did the butterfly visit this week? And it'll tell you how many times. And it'll say, this is what you could do to encourage butterflies to come and visit more. So it's sort of helping you to communicate with nature and encourage nature to come into your garden. Security cameras, the kind of concept is always, keep the danger out. It's scary. You need a security camera to keep you safe. Whereas this is a camera that's inviting something fun and interesting. And I think it's a very good concept.
I want to hear about this LG portable TV. What is this LG portable TV?
StanByME.
StanByME 2.
Oh,
Technically, it's a wearable.
Wow.
Is the StanByME
It actually is almost a wearable. Yes, I like it.
It's got a touch screen. There's like a folding case for it. You can use it like a tablet. There's the old pedestal that you can still wheel it around, like the first one. It's cool. I don't know. Nilay loves it. I'm like, I don't know.
I love what LG is doing with all these kind of weird concepts.
Yeah.
Like the lamp that's also a projector, and the lamp that's also a garden.
A grow lamp and a speaker.
LG.
And a speaker.
It's a speaker as well. Yeah.
LG's getting wild. I like it.
They're good with the concept stuff. Nothing ever actually appears though. The products never come to market.
but
They sell
StanByME
the
StanByME is
You
good.
can buy the suitcase TVs.
The LG cat tower with the air purifier built in.
We all want that. With all the cat
And
owners.
weigh your cat and tell you how long it's been sleeping so you can sleep shame him.
Well, it's not making me fantastic. Thank you.
Okay, to wrap up, I wanted to bring in Editor-in-Chief Nilay Patel. How was the coverage at CES?
So an amazing thing about the Verge at CES now is all of these people are amazing, and CES responds to them. And watching the gravity of this bizarre trade show, been around Gen 2 in particular, is wild. If you are a smart home executive and you haven't found this woman, you fucked up. That's just reality. There's so much here, and it's Vegas, and it's nuts that just picking out what's important, what isn't, just requires you to have done it and to know what is a Verge story. And the most important thing is, I think everybody knows what a Verge story is now.
Spider routers.
Spider routers. Right, that thing where you can put weird spider routers and now Steam is just going to colonize every handheld. And also Mark Zuckerberg is doing weird racist stuff all together and be like, that's the Verge. And everyone gets it. It's amazing. This group is amazing. And really, I'm just their mascot. And I've just been drinking since I believe Monday. Cheers.
Cheers.